Yeah, that's called me forgetting to plug in my mic to my laptop. Now we good. Just in time for kickoff. Kickoff a few moments away. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? Thank you for that buff flash. Jeez, I would not have realized. Like I was saying, while my mic was accidentally muted, yeah, it does seem like we should race towards ACL. And then Ashton Genty. If you don't follow college football that much, Ashton Genty, the Boise State running back, already had damn near 850 rushing yards and 13 touchdowns through 4 games. He is quietly having one of, if not the best running back season of this not millennia. Yeah, of the century, basically. Like, he is playing phenomenally well. And yeah, as we approach kickoff here in Baltimore, should be a good game. Is he? Yeah, it's again, I don't I watch a lot of college football, but it's mainly on in the background on Saturdays while I'm doing other stuff. But I still follow a lot of it, but mainly like the guys that are becoming that are prospects that are going to be entering this year's draft. So I'm sure I'll get around to the LSU backfield in due time as Lamar Jackson taking the field. Didn't even realize the Ravens were wearing their all blacks tonight. This was kind of just the only Ravens jersey I had. And it is a fantastic jersey. The Ravens rocking the all blacks for Sunday Night Football. A 3-4 back system right now. Damn, really? I mean, oh, is that the official like name of it, the Jet Blacks? Because I mean, I know the Lions are wearing their black unis tomorrow. I know they have like a proper name for them. I just don't remember it. It is okay. Well, no. Because like again, I don't remember like the specific names for a lot of the old uniforms. I just know them by like the color that they are. Like I know the Colts have their like what's it, Indiana Knights uniforms. They look all right. I mean, I get wanting to have like a name associated with like the alternates, but it's not necessary. Yeah, let's go Ravens. Again, a Ravens win would be a perfect Sunday for the Dolphins. Again, hopefully we win tomorrow. But well, yeah, I mean you are a Bengals fan. I got my Bills jersey right there that I have. If the Bills would have been the home team today, that would have been what I was wearing. But rocking the Ravens instead. Yeah, that's basically what the idea is for like all these other jerseys I have. Is if I have the jersey for the home team that I'm calling the game for, that's not the Dolphins, not a Dolphin game. I want to wear their jersey, but yeah, slowly working building the collection. Yeah, fuck the Bills. I don't know, man. The Bills are playing fantastic football so far this season, so it's going to be tough. I would love if the Ravens could do it. I don't know. Again, I don't watch these games with sound on because I'm scared of the NFL. But I mean, it's Carrie Underwood. I'm sure it's fine. Speaking of Ray Lewis, they got him. They got him doing the narration before the game. I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a reason why that like I don't show the game, I don't have audio of the game, because the NFL was not scared to be irrational on stuff. And also like I don't necessarily need the audio. It's like I don't want to hear Chris Collinsworth suck the dick of Josh Allen all night. And I can read the lips decently. I can read lips well enough to tell what the refs are saying. NBA NBC getting Ray Lewis to do like the hype video before the game. All that's missing is the squirrel dance, and it'll be just like he's playing again. Here we go. Yeah, that's fair. That's 100% fair. Going to lesser of two evils. I respect the Justin Tucker jersey that was shown there. I respect it. It's not often you have a kicker good enough to one of their jerseys. I mean, like, lesser of two evils. That's how I feel whenever like other Aves, whenever like AFC East teams play each other, basically. Exactly. And then for other teams losing to help like the narratives that Dolphins fans have been fighting with, Chargers losing because of the game tie and drive being dog shit. What was some of the other ones? Yeah, Deshaun Watson lost again. Justin Fields even lost this time, so we have that in our pocket. All right. Kickoff again. It should be happening in like any minute now. As was Baltimore getting ball first? Because he's no longer being coached by Adam Gase or anyone within the Carolina Panthers organization. He had a year to learn under the Shanahan style, and now he's playing under another Shanahan disciple in Kevin O'Connell, with one of, if not the best receivers in the league, in Justin Jefferson. Also on a team with one of, if not the best defensive units in the league. Like, he's in a great situation with Minnesota, and his time under Shanahan last year is definitely showing and helping as well. Yeah, exactly. The rivalry stuff between Cincy and Baltimore. And that, yeah, that side of it for Bills. Lesser of two evils and all that. Justin Tucker on to kick this one away. And that's how we start things off with a touchback out the back of the end zone. Josh Allen will begin from the 30. Like with the receiving room that Buffalo has, the fact that they've been this dominant is impressive. But they do have two really good tight ends. And a pretty solid offensive line to go with it. All right, first play of the game, Allen in shotgun, back to his right. Three receiving options to the left, shifting the back to his left. Quick pass left side for a tight end screen. He can gain about 5 on the play. I believe that's Dalton Kincaid on the reception. Here's the thing that I hate about the Bills tight end room. Not just the fact that they're fantastic, but they have way too similar of names to way too similar of numbers. Quick pass right side receiver screen to Khalil Shakir, going to get blown up by Kyle Hamilton. A loss of a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Pretty much all of New York. That's the thing. Who wears number 86? That's Kincaid, right? And then Knox wears 88. Again, I hate that they wear that similar of numbers. And they have that similar of names as well. Allen, shotgun, back to his right, 3rd and 5. 3 receivers to the left. Drop impact to pass, looking to throw, stepping up, going to take it himself and slide down at the 40-yard line. Just enough with the first down. Tagged down by Marlon Humphrey. No, I'm caught up. Okay. I guess your CBS is ahead of me a little bit. 88 Knox? Okay. Yeah, 88 Knox, 86 Kincaid. Oh, wait, he was short. His knee touchdown short alongside the ball. Yeah, that's short. That's inches. They might be. Yeah, I think they should be reviewing the spot here. Allen slid down just short of the first. Yeah, 4th and inches, and the offense is staying on the field. 4th and inches from their own 39. Allen under center. Back behind him, going to try to get Baltimore to jump, it seems. Making adjustments at the line. Just trying to get Baltimore to jump. No, they snap it. QB sneak. And that's going to gain about 2 on the play. Enough for the first down. Yeah, I mean, that's good blocking up front. Again, Josh, and it helps that you have a literal Buffalo behind center. So 1st and 10. Allen under center, Cook behind him. 3 tight ends in on this play. Going to hand this off up the middle for Cook. Has space to run. Going to get to about midfield, maybe the 49-yard line. Gain of about 7. And now they're introducing the Ravens defense. Headlined by Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, and Nyamdi Madubike. Probably mispronounced that first name. But we'll get it eventually. Ball at basically midfield. Allen under center, back behind him. Going to hand this one off up the middle and going to get nowhere. Maybe even a loss of 1. Play blown up by. I'm so used to thinking of like the 20 early 2010s Ravens. I was about to say Tyus Jones. Well, that's basketball. But I was also about to say like was it Bowers Jones, whatever. Travis Jones makes the tackle there. Because those are 2010s Ravens teams. Ooh. All right, it's 3rd and 2. Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw. Pump faking everywhere. Passed over the middle. Incomplete. Looking for Dalton Kincaid. 4th and 2 coming up. Yeah, there was I think it was. Or was it Tyus Bowser's? Either way, there was a play that had a very similar name scheme. All right, and out comes the punting unit. Buffalo will send this one away. From about midfield, maybe we see a fake. I doubt it. We have to wait for tomorrow night to probably see some of those. So 4th and 2. About 11 minutes to play. And then the punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at about the 13-ish yard line. That's where Lamar Jackson will begin things. Yeah, they didn't. In part because the Chargers had no idea what to call on that should have been game tying drive. And Amdi. Thank you, Bob Flash. and AMD. Cool. Yeah, commercial break here after the punt. And we get time to see what Lamar Jackson can do. But again, going back to that whole Chiefs-Chargers game. Your game time drive is alternating between handoffs and screenplays. Like, that's just not good play calling. And they're showing the Gladiator Pepsi commercial. And yeah, the Fighting Tigers. That's what we reference to the Bengals, the fact that they're Fighting Tigers. And watch bad games for knees. Yeah. I mean, I feel like. Yeah, again, for all that Rashee Rice did in the offseason this year, he didn't deserve that kind of injury. 71 for the Ravens? Oh, God. Let me see. Yeah, that's. Jeez. Malasala. Uh, Arum Ave Laulu. That's one hell of a name. He's from Arkansas? That's the thing that's shocking me most. All right, 11 minutes to play in the first. Let's see what Baltimore can do in their first drive in the game. Yeah, it is one of the funnier parts of it. Lamar in shotgun, back behind him, two receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off right side for Derrick Henry. Has space to run past the 30, past the 40, the 50. Still going past the 30. Plenty of green grass ahead. The 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Baltimore. First offensive play of the game. Derrick Henry takes it the distance. 87 yards. One play. And the Ravens strike first in a big way. Buffalo didn't know what hit them. Wow. Derrick Henry, man. He had that lane and he was gone from there. Justin Tucker now to make it a 7-point game with the extra point. Kick is up and it is good. Really, perfect when predicted. That's impressive. Yeah, this has not been an easy season to predict. And that's just beautiful blocking on that right side. And once Derrick Henry is alone in space like that, it is very difficult to bring him down in any way. He is surprisingly fast for how big he is. My oh my. And that's why you pay the money for Derrick Henry. He can make plays like that. 87 yards. Second player in team history to rush for a touchdown in each of the first 4 games. The last was 03 Jamal Lewis. All right, and just like that, Buffalo going to be getting the ball back, now down by 7. Man, and here's the kickoff. going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo will begin from the 30. Holy shit, Derrick Henry, man. All right, now Josh Allen has to respond. Allen in shotgun, a back to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle for James Cook, who has some space to run. Going to gain about 8 on the play. Yeah, go Ravens. Yeah, that was a fantastic start for Baltimore. Like, as good of a start as you could probably write it up. Just got to keep building off of it. And be consistent throughout the day. Yeah, Jamal Lewis is an AFC North legend. Well, mainly a Baltimore and Cleveland legend. All right, 2nd and 2, Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle is caught. Going to get to the 45-yard line, enough for a first down. That's Dalton Kincaid. Yeah, they definitely watched the replay of that touchdown run. It was fantastic blocking up front. All right, 1st and 10 now for Buffalo. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers each side. Looking to throw. Has time, quick pass left side for James Cook, going to be caught and up to about the plus 45-yard line. Enough for a Buffalo first down. Buffalo's O-line is blocking really well. Oh, this says 2nd and inches, and they're going to QB sneak with Josh Allen once again. Gaining about 2 once again, and enough for the first down. All right, just under 8, just about 8:45 to play in this one. You only beat bad teams. Oh, and they're forcing the center off the field. They're saying that the center needs to be checked out for a concussion, I guess. Yeah, he's being forced off the field. Okay. That's what the play stoppage was there for a second. All right, 1st and 10 after the QB sneak. Allen shotgun back behind him. Hand this off up the middle for James Cook. Going to fight forward and get laid out at about the 40-yard line by Roquan Smith. Gain of roughly 5-ish on the play, maybe. But Roquan Smith laying the hammer. Yeah, that's a nice hit from Roquan Smith. Jeez. All right, 2nd and 6. Allen under center, back behind him. Going to play action, looking to throw, rolling out to the right. Trying to find someone, just going to throw it up in the air and throw it away out of bounds, like 10 yards into the sideline. 3rd and 6 coming up. Yeah, it seems like it. I know. I mean, if you're talking about James Cook, nah, it's fine. That was just a great hit from Roquan Smith. At chest level. Knocked him back like 5 yards. All right, 3rd and 6, under 8 minutes to play. Allen, shotgun, back to his left, looking to throw. Pass right side, going to be caught. And enough for the first down, gain of like 7, maybe 8, as Dalton Kincaid brought down by Kyle Hamilton. Simple out route, but Allen had someone over the middle that had even more space. I hate the Bills as well. But I can also give respect when respect's due. And credit when credit is due. And that's been the case with Buffalo the past few years. Allen looking to throw on 1st and 10. Going to roll out to his right quickly. Avoids 1 sack. Flag on the play. And Allen's just going to walk this out of bounds. They all know that it's being brought back for holding. Damn, Bob Flash. Caleb Martin finally said his goodbyes to the Heat and the Heat fandom. Took him long enough. Yeah, holding on Buffalo is the penalty. They'll be called on, I believe they're right tackle. Maybe on his IG, Caleb Martin finally said his goodbye note to the Heat. It'd be weird seeing him in Philly, that's for sure. All right, 1st and 20. Allen in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Ball on about the 43-yard line. Allen looking to throw a quick pass right side, going to be caught and brought down at about the 37-ish. That's Mac Hollins. And a gain of 5-ish. Yeah, Mac Hollins, Miami legend. He did great for us during the Fitzpatrick years and also Tua's rookie year. All right, 2nd and 14 after the gain of 6. Allen in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Dropping back, looking to throw. Pressure comes in quick. Pass over the middle, caught by Khalil Shakur and brought down near the 30-yard line. So a gain of about 7-ish on the play. A nice route concept there, but good round concept, but at the same time, poor spacing, I believe. Like, if that throw wasn't quick, you have Curtis Samuel, like, directly behind him. Oh, and Khalil Shakur is slow to get up as we wait for the 3rd and 7 play, but heading to commercial first for an injury timeout, it seems. That brings us to a commercial break. Now you're good. I was just letting you know. And they're showing an Arby's commercial. I need to try Arby's. I haven't tried it yet. It's been a while. It's been too long for me not to have tried Arby's. Yeah, I don't care. Thanks for tuning in when you did. Go ahead. Yeah, you can watch whenever, wherever. I get that some people prefer like the actual broadcast and stuff. I'm just here to have fun. I don't force people to watch, to stick around if they don't feel like it. Alright, so a commercial here. I don't see any updates for like rookies and stuff. I swear, NBC's having weirder and weirder shows. Why they got Steve Smith dressed? What? Why they got Steve Smith dressing up as a member of the as a conductor for the band tonight? That's okay. I just reconnected streaming software. Holding on Buffalo was calling that previous play, so the actual play doesn't matter. I'm just very confused on why all of a sudden this stuff doesn't want to work properly. Why am I dropping frames? What the? I I'm sorry for the frame droppage. I don't fully get what's going on with this thing. 3rd and 17. Allen alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Going to do a direct QB keeper up the middle and sliding down near the 31. Yeah. Kick is good from 50 yards out. What is happening? I'm so confused. Like, this didn't happen at all in the spring. I'm just completely losing frames right now. What the fuck? It was working fine earlier today. What? Again, sorry that I'm like not doing much. I'm trying to make sure this is working. As I mean, seeing okay. How's everything running? Because my end it shows it's fine, I guess. Um, all right, things are looking smoother. Fuck, we ride. Buffalo just hit a 50-yard field goal to make this a 4-point game and about to kick this one away. Sorry for all of that was happening. A kickoff is out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore will begin from the 30. And now we truly get to see this offense. That was... I hate OBS sometimes, man. I hate it. Okay, yeah, but it seems hopefully is running better. Jackson under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 30. Going to play action, quick pass left side, screenplay for Zay Flowers. Has room to run, breaks off 1 tackle, going to get to the 40-yard line for a Baltimore 1st down. There's a little play action screen. We back. Beautiful. I don't know what that was. All right, Jackson shotgun back to his left. going to play action and keeping himself up the middle and going to gain about 7-ish on the play. Yeah. But now I know that if stuff like that happens again, I could just simply disconnect and reconnect from my internet. And it seems like it's running fine now. Yeah, that's stories of up here. Also, OBS just. All right, Jackson in shotgun, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Going to hand this off up the middle for Derrick Henry. Breaks off 1 tackle and going to gain about 5 on the play, enough for a Baltimore first down. Yeah, I'm because I can. While I'm in this setup that you see behind me, I use a relatively old laptop for streams. But there's another place where I use my PC and it runs more consistently. But you'll see that in the holidays. All right, Jackson shotgun back to his left. And then a man in motion going to keep it himself, rolling out to the right, going to dump it off to Justice Hill. Has room to run, going to get the first down, maybe a gain of 11. Either way, Baltimore first down. Tackle made by Lamar Hamlin. Yeah. Nice little play action bootleg to the right. Just a simple pass to the flat for Lamar Jackson. Gonna hand it off up the middle on 2nd and inches to Derrick Henry. He gets up to the plus 35. First down, Baltimore. Now is the first down. Lamar Jackson, I mean, he's been playing solid so far this season. Just looking to get it all together. And there's a flag now on the play. After the play, unnecessary roughness on Buffalo. The automatic, it was a first down anyway, but get tack on 15 to the end of that play. Oh, he need Patrick Ricard in the helmet. Probably on accident. No, that's intentional. He's looking right at him. All right, Lamar in shotgun, back to his right. Then a man in motion, going to keep it himself, faking the end around, faking the jet sweep, and going forward for about 4 on the play. Hey, you can't hit the fullback like that. There's not many of them left. I love that every time old film reels gets brought up, everyone's like, so we really don't got footage of. It's either we really don't got footage of doing 100-point game or that game never actually happened. Either way, it's hilarious. 2nd and 7, Lamar shotgun back to his right, 2 receivers each side, ball on the plus 18. Lamar quick pass left side for Justice Hill on the screenplay, has space to run. Getting the first down and more inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Baltimore. Didn't happen. Yeah, no, got no proof. And here's the thing, like the radio broadcast that we do have of it, apparently that's like a combination of a 72 of a 72-point game that he had. All right, 1st and goal, Lamar under center, ball on the 4-yard line. Man in motion, going to hand this off up the middle. Derrick Henry going to lose a yard, maybe even 2 on the play. And that's the end of the first quarter. Baltimore up by 4 with a 2nd and goal coming up. when we get back from commercial. I mean that 100-point game, like we're finding footage of everything but it at this point. All right, so that commercial here as we wait for the second quarter to begin. And Baltimore can have great field positioning. Still can't believe they got Steve Smith dressed up like that before the game. I should sell that commercial. I'm gonna quickly use the time to say if you are new, subscribe, really appreciate it. Leave a like while you're at it as well. Play by plays all season long and trying to get to 300 by the end of the year. Just coming back from commercial break. Holy. Seeing a report that Francis Ford Coppola's new movie opened with 4 million domestically on a 120 million budget. Jeez. And second and goal from the 5. Lamar under center. Back behind him. Going to play action. Looking to throw. Dump off to Derrick Henry. Has space. Touchdown, Baltimore. They extend this lead with a Derrick Henry 5-yard touchdown grab. And Sean McDermott is stunned. And I am too. Baltimore has been moving the ball way too effectively against this defense. But to be fair, Jacksonville is just that bad. And the extra point is good. Baltimore up by 11 to begin the second quarter. Jeez, I forget that how weird the 2018 draft class is for quarterbacks. All right, Allen, getting ready to try and bring and mount something here on this upcoming drive as we wait to kick off. All right, Justin Tucker set to kick this one away. Kickoff is underway and going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo will begin from the 30. Time to see what Allen can do. Allen shotgun back to his left. Two receiving options to each side. Motioning the receiver out wide to the right to his right in the backfield. Quick pass left side swing screen to that receiver. Going to be Curtis Samuel for a gain of 8, maybe 9. Oh, and NBC is messing with the game clock when it comes to how it looks. No. All right, Allen shotgun back behind him. Handoff up the middle for James Cook. And going to gain about 2 on the play. Not enough for the first down. As it was 2nd and 3. Now a 3rd and 1 coming up. $14 minutes to go in the half. Allen shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options each side. 3rd and 1. Shifting the back to his right. Gonna keep it himself, then throw it right side to Dawson Knox, who is going to be brought down short of the first. Baltimore's defense making a big time stand on 3rd down. Now Buffalo has a decision to be made. Tried an RPO there, but Baltimore read it like a book. And out comes the punting unit. A 3 and out for this drive, and the Bills set to punt this one away. The punt comes off clean and is going to bounce at the 15 and down at the 18, maybe the 19-yard line. Baltimore came to play today. Yeah, Buffalo's not playing well right now, that's for sure. But Baltimore has had a solid game plan in this one. Moving the ball effectively so far, the defense playing really well. Gotta see how long they can keep this up for. What is this movie they're showing the trailer for? Sinners, was it called? Looked interesting. And there's a Chipotle commercial. All right, at commercial break here after the punt, Baltimore will begin with ball at basically the 20-yard line. As the Ravens have a real shot to extend this lead and continue their dominant showing so far today. About Royal Caribbean commercial. Yep, so that commercial break here. I don't get the length of these commercials sometimes. Not like the actual commercials themselves, but like how long the commercial break is. All right, coming out of commercial break here, so highlighting Jimmy's Seafood, a popular spot within Baltimore. A classic spot, it seems, a place that will not eventually. Yeah, for those who don't know, I do have plans to eventually attend one game in every MLB NFL stadium. So that might be a spot you need to hit up whenever I'm in Baltimore. All right, 1st and 10, 12:50 to play within this first half. Jackson under center, back behind him. Ricard moved from the tight end position to the fullback in motion. Ball on the 19, going to play action, looking to throw. Jackson throwing left side, has a man caught, Isaiah Likely, down to the 45-yard line. Big time play on 1st down. Gain of 21. And just like that, Baltimore is already moving. Isaiah Likely's having a massive season this year. And that's a beautiful throw from Lamar Jackson. Like just an absolute beautiful throw. Lamar under center once again. Henry behind him. 1st and 10 from the 45. Play action, looking to throw. Pass left side, wide open. Mark Andrews drops it. Mark Andrews. What is a very rare opportunity, it seems, this season. Completely dropped it. Oh, he had plenty of space to run as well. Okay. 2nd and 10, Lamar shotgun back to his right, and there's movement up front. False start gonna be called. So far this season, the Ravens have 31 penalties through 3 weeks, the most in the NFL. Also the most in franchise history. Yeah, that is. Oh, that's not great. There's been a lot of penalties throughout the NFL this year, so I can't fully blame them. 2nd and 15, ball on the 40, Lamar and shotgun, back to his right. Man sent in motion, going to play action, looking to throw. Dump off left side for Derrick Henry and going to gain about 4 on the play. Just under 12 to play. Is 3rd down and a long coming up. All right, 3rd and 11. Lamar, shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Looking for the plus 45-yard line. Lamar, back to pass. Gonna throw it over the middle and has a man caught at the plus 44. Is that Jalen Rager on the reception? No, it's Nelson Aguilar. What a grab through contact. And that picks up a Baltimore 1st down with a gain of 12. Great grab through contact. Jeez. And what a strike. Lamar shotgun back to his left, fullback to his right. Going to pump fake it left side, handoff up the middle. Plenty of space. Going to gain 11, maybe 12 on the play. That's Justice Hill on the handoff. Yep, the good old Sunday Night Football theme. And yeah, People are talking about how NBC did Josh Rosen dirty. It's his fault. Lamar, shotgun, back to his left, three receivers to the right, one sent in motion, going to hand this off, trying to work that left side with Derrick Henry, and going to gain 5, maybe 6 on the play. A nice carry there, and there's a build down on the ground. Yeah, it is about time, and I believe when the player who laid the hit on Derrick Henry to finally bring him down is slow to get up. Then it's Tyler Rapp, and oh yeah, his head went right into the knee of Derrick Henry. So 2nd and 4, probably going to head to commercial break. Yep, injury timeout on the play. Yeah, that's a tough hit to take. But like that's when you're tackling Derrick Henry, you need to go low like that. But that's part of the risk of doing it. But at the same time, like it's something you need to do. Yeah, Tyler Rapp was a part of that Super Bowl team for the Rams. Oh, yeah. Was he on Cincy last year? I do not remember him playing for Cincy. No, he didn't play for Cincy. It's just he played again. He was the starting safety for the Rams against Cincy in the Super Bowl. But no, he's been on Buffalo. He was on Buffalo last year. Yeah, it was the other one. All right, at commercial break for the injury timeout. When we get back, Buffalo will be facing a 2nd and 4. You're good. There's a lot. It's very tough to keep track of every single NFL player. All right, back from commercial. 2nd and 4 coming up. Just under 10 minutes to play in this half. Yeah, that would make sense because Tyler Rapp's a very solid safety. He's nothing to truly write home about, but again, he's solid. There's dysfunction going on within the Jets, it seems, which I'm not surprised about. That was a terrible loss to Denver today. All right, Lamar going to hand this off up the middle for Derrick Henry, bouncing out to the right side and going to lose a yard, maybe 2 on the play, and a flag is thrown. Yeah, no. I mean, you put me in to throw a screenplay, it might go for 27, but that's not up to me. Holding on Baltimore as the penalty will be accepted. 2nd and 14 coming up. Yeah, that's holding. Might have been a little exaggerated by the defender, but yeah, that's going to be called. All right, 2nd and 14. Lamar shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to play action, looking to throw. Trying to step up in the pocket, has time. Throwing left side and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar does a great job to make sure that wasn't picked off. The pass was high. He goes up and able to get a hand on it. But Rasul Douglas was right there ready to pick that ball off. Nelson Aguilar making a play to save the drive. I mean, that's one way to score. Lamar looking to throw in 3rd and 14, gonna dump off for his screenplay right side. Justice Hill, plenty of blocking down the field, going to gain 15, maybe 16 on the play. First down, Baltimore. Twice this drive, they have picked up big 3rd and longs. And yeah, McDermott cannot be happy about that. Yeah, first down, Baltimore. Just like that. There's way too much space on that screenplay. Jeez, no one even tried to get him down short. Lamar under center, back behind him alongside a fullback. Going to toss it right side, Derrick Henry. Has some blocking, fighting forward, going to gain about 3, maybe 4 on the play. That puts Baltimore into the red zone. Should be like 2nd and 7-ish. They're being bullied, I guess, up front. I don't know. Yep, gain of 3, 2nd and 7 coming up. Okay, the Baltimore is just being out physical. Or out physical, being more physical tonight. Lamar shotgun, back to his right, man sent in motion, going to look to throw. Has some time throwing deep, right side for the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Justice Hill. The Ravens score once again, and they are playing extremely well. I guess so, but it is working. Holy. Yeah, this line from Baltimore. That's such a nice move by Justice Hill to create separation. And the extra point is up and good. Yeah, I know. You're good. We have seen a 28-3 comeback before. We have indeed. And that brings us to a commercial break. Baltimore up by 18. Oh, was the Patriots back then? Yeah, but to be fair, the 2016 Patriots didn't have a lot of key names on offense either. Like besides Brady, Gronk, and Edelman, they didn't have much else. James White was the main rusher. Chris Hogan was receiver 2. Like there's not a hell of a lot that they had there. So we'll see. And if Buffalo just needs to get something going on offense, get a drive to build off of, more points on the board. Just needs something of the sort. Because you don't want to be down 28-3. That's Shanahan for you. Yep, still that commercial break here from Baltimore. Yep, exactly. And bro, Shanahan, that's why this season means a lot to Shanahan after last season. Yeah, it was just the Falcons that let that happen. Because the Falcons had multiple drives that at one point were in field goal range. And then they backed up to some degree out of field goal range, forcing a punt, and then the defense couldn't make a stop in the second half. But hey, that's why you play a full 60 minutes in order to win. All right, just coming back from commercial break, awaiting the kickoff. And there it is, kickoff underway. Going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo will begin from the 30. And so again, Buffalo needing a drive here. Yep, exactly. Like it's just that's just Shanahan for you. I mean, he needs. I mean, yeah, he doesn't control the defense, but the offense needs to provide as well in those moments, and they just weren't. First and 10 from the 30. Allen making the toss to the right, pass over the middle, and it drop. Pass was behind Mac Hollins and nearly picked off, and really should have been picked off right through the hands. Oh, that was so far behind Mac Hollins. It hit the defender in the gut. Oh, that should have been picked. That should have been picked, man. Jeez. All right, second and 10. Allen shotgun back to his right. Going to look to throw once again. Quick pass left side to Khalil Shakur and going to gain about 2, maybe 3 on the play. The Chiefs Vikings. Well, that's the thing though. The color theory idea was already broken last year. So like it was a good coincidence. It was just that. Because like last year's going off the color theory, it should have been Baltimore, Detroit. But both of those teams lost in the respective championship games. Allen looking to throw in 3rd and 8. Pressure comes in quick and he is sacked. Back near the 24-yard line. Kyle Van Noy a part of it. And this Ravens defense. Man, oh man. Yeah, maybe. That was a fun conspiracy theory though while it lasted. Yeah. Baltimore, man, they are playing extremely well today. Jeez. And Buffalo set to punt this one away. Punt comes off clean and going to be returned beginning from about the 15. Plenty of space to run. Going to work his way up to about the 29-yard line. Bengals, Falcons, nah. I mean, like we saw with Chicago today, like a quality punter can win you games. Like it's all parts of the game matter. And that's why the Raiders were always in it during the 2000s and 2010s, just because they had very solid punting play. And games that were more defensive focused, they were able to win the position battle in those games and win those games. Yeah, that Super Bowl is not going to happen this year. I mean, like quality punting play is very important. Like look at Miami the past few years, like in 21 against Tennessee. That was a game where if Miami had a quality punter, they could have won based off the field position battle. But they lost that field position battle against Tennessee, and then once that happened, and Tennessee scored first, the game was basically over. Like in the bad weather games, you want good special. Like Denver, Broncos and Jets today was a prime example. As of right now, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. Jason Sanders is he's inconsistent at times. Like I would like to improve on kicker, but there's not really an easy way to do that at the moment. Has that's a good. I'd imagine they have. That's a good question, Bob Flash. Hold on, I'm checking that. I would imagine week 1 they did. I would imagine. Uh, yeah, they punted today. They punted today against Arizona. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to see a team go an entire season without punting the ball. That's just not going to happen. All right, Lamar, shotgun, back to his right, going to play action, throw it left side for a receiver screen, and going to lose about 2 on the play with a flag down. Detroit has punted. That I know for a fact. They punted against Tampa. Penalty is declined. It was on Baltimore. So a 2nd and 12 coming up. Also, yeah, last week against Arizona. They didn't play the greatest. Yeah, they punted. Detroit actually went the entire second half basically punting the ball against Arizona last week. All right, Lamar in shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Going to keep it himself on a design QB keeper. And going to gain about 12 on the play. Should be enough for a first down. If not, it's inches. Well, you could only fake punts and go for it on 4th downs so much in certain situations. Like, you can only really run one fake every week or so. And then you're not going to go for it on 4th downs when you backed up in your own territory. 3rd and inches, handoff up the middle. Derrick Henry going to gain about a yard, maybe 2. Enough for a Baltimore first down. Man, oh man, I'm feeling lunch coming back up. What the? We good? Yeah, Lamar is playing really well. I mean, there's a reason he's a 2-time MVP winner. All right, Lamar under center. Back behind him alongside the fullback, making adjustments at the line. Going to hand this off up the middle for Derrick Henry and going to gain 2, maybe 3 on the play. Todd Monken has done a very solid job as the Ravens OC. All right, 2nd and 8 coming up. Lamar in shotgun, back to his left. Man sent in motion. 3 receiving options to the left, 1 to the right. Lamar looking to throw. Has time, going to throw it left side. Has the man wide open, caught. Down to the plus 35-yard line. That's Rashard Bateman on the reception. And the Ravens constantly finding ways to pick up chunk yards on plays. Or are they? That's nice. It's still preseason for hockey though, so not expecting too much out of teams yet. Yeah, they really scheduled the Panther game tomorrow and the Dolphin game tomorrow, like the same exact time. Lamar shotgun back behind him, going to hand this off right side Derrick Henry, and going to gain about 3 on the play, maybe 4, but there's a flag down. Okay, when does a regular season start? Oh, this is the final week of preseason. No, it's not. Okay, starts next week, right? No, 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Okay. Holding on Baltimore is the call. I'm bringing them back 10, 1st, and 20 coming up. Right, 2 weeks until hockey starts. I like that. Yeah, because the Panthers play on Tuesday in 2 weeks to begin the season. Great, they play the Sens on Thursday. Okay. 1st and 20 coming up for Baltimore. Lamar in shotgun, back to his right, 2 receivers to each side, looking to throw. Can he keep it himself? Delayed QB keeper, trying to find some blocking. Fumbled! He fumbled the ball and Buffalo fell on it. Picked up at the 39-yard line. I believe this will be a Buffalo ball. Lamar trying to juke and jump around people, took a hit, and the ball came loose. And just like that, Buffalo finding some momentum with 2:25 to play in this half. Yep, clear fumble. And then a clear pickup from Buffalo. Minnesota has a good chance of winning it. So does Tampa. I mean, I would need to see how Detroit plays tomorrow, but I like their odds still. For the AFC, I mean, if Buffalo can get their shit together tonight, I like their chances, but it is just one bad game, if anything. Allen shotgun back to his left, going to hand this off up the middle for James Cook and going to gain about 5 on the play up to the 44-yard line. I will say there's been a lot of really good peanut punches this season. And that should be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Buffalo looking to score right before the half. Because trying to cut this deficit with Baltimore. Baltimore gets ball to begin the second half. You'd be like, with them to the AFC teams have a good chance. Oh, God, the Pharrell Williams Lego movie commercial. This movie looks so funny. I fully understand the idea of making a biopic of Pharrell Williams, but doing it in Lego style is hilarious and incredible. It's in theaters in 2 weeks. I am very tempted to go see it. Like, they got fucking Kendrick in that shit. Still a commercial break though. Like that, I'm very tempted to see that. I need to see how much tickets are for it. I saw a commercial here for the 2-minute warning. Who plays Thursday night in 2 weeks? Not score. I need to schedule. On the it's San Francisco Seattle. Damn, that's a really good game. Okay. Do we know what time that the game's at? 7. Perfect. All right, just coming back from commercial. Buffalo facing a 2nd and 7 coming up here. Down by 18. They're looking to score right before the half, minimize the damage done in this first half. Allen, shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw. Stepping up, has space to run himself, he does. Sliding down after a gain of about 3. Third down coming up, 1:50 to play. Clock ticking. All right, 3rd and 2. Clock is ticking. Buffalo not calling a timeout just yet. 1.5 to play. 3rd and 2. Allen, shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Need to get the snap off, they do. Looking to throw. Gonna throw it over the middle and incomplete. Batted away by Marlon Humphrey. Looking for Khalil Shakur. And the Bills gonna have to punt this one away with over a minute to play in the first half. Unless, do they go for it? And risk Baltimore having really good field position in? That's a fantastic play by Marlon Humphrey. Dive in and barely getting a hand on it to make sure there's an errant pass. Oh, and Marlon Humphrey is now down. Buffalo's calling their first timeout. But Buffalo calls their first timeout. It seems like Sean McDermott wanted a penalty on Baltimore, as Marlon Humphrey might have gone down on purpose to make sure that Buffalo couldn't get a snap off, while like Baltimore was trying to substitute or something. At least that's what I'm assuming was the case, because McDermott would not have been pissed otherwise. But it does seem like that Buffalo is going to go for it here, which you would want to have Marlon Humphrey on the field for this play. But 1:11 to play here in the first half. And yeah, Buffalo keeping the offense on the field. Oh yeah, Humphrey legit went there. That is... Okay, so Baltimore had to call a timeout because Marlon Humphrey was injured. That is... All right, Buffalo going forward on 4th down. Allen and shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Bunched up. And now there's a play stoppage here for... Harbaugh is pissed off. There's a flag down now? Delay of game on Baltimore for calling 2 timeouts in a row. Wow. I have not seen that before. I knew that was a rule, but that just doesn't happen that often. Yeah, Baltimore called 2 timeouts in a row. So it's a delay of game penalty. First down for Buffalo now. Past midfield. Allen and shotgun, back to his right. 2 receivers to each side. Making adjustments at the line. Allen looking to throw. Gonna throw it deep left side and way overthrow the intended target. Incomplete. I mean, that was overthrown by like 20 yards. Probably might have been miscommunication or just a weird throwaway. Either way, 2nd and 10 coming up. There wasn't really anyone open on that play, so I wouldn't be shocked if it was just a throwaway. A 2nd and 10, Allen, shotgun, making adjustments at the line. In shotgun, a back to his left, tight end to his right. Going to look to throw. Passing deep, left side, and going to be incomplete. Dropped by Keon Coleman. The pass was in the bucket. Damn, that was a beautiful pass from Allen. He needs to hang on to that. Like, man. Oh, that is such a beautifully placed pass. Keon Coleman needs to hang on to it. Jeez. What about Cincy, Ball Flash? Did I accidentally say Bengals without realizing it? Allen shotgun, back wide to his left, looking to throw on 3rd and 10. Escaping pressure to his right, backing up way far. Then just chucking it way down the field and out of bounds. Incomplete, 4th and 10 coming up. So the delay of game penalty by Baltimore turns to be null and void. Basically, as Buffalo is going to be giving Baltimore the ball back with plenty of time. Right? That's definitely the Commanders. What? Punt comes off clean. And going to be bouncing into the end zone for a touchback. With your offensive rookie of the year / MVP. I mean, Jaden Daniels definitely looks like he's going to be winning offensive rookie of the year now at this point. It's crazy because him and Malik Neighbors had a friendly competition going on, but they canceled it. Yeah, it's great seeing Buffalo not play well tonight. Especially after how they've been playing the past 2 weeks, having them have a bad game like this is fantastic. So what should not be a surprise, Doug Peterson was asked about his job security after the loss today. Apparently, he was surprised about that question. Y'all, you're 0-4, coming off of a season where you blew the division lead. A game of a year, like, yeah, no shit, your job's in question right now. We're at commercial break after the punt. There's about 50 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, yeah, if this Ravens team shows up the rest of the season, they will be contenders. Sure. Yeah, that's definitely something to keep an eye on for next week. Is a great performance like this from Baltimore, and not to have to play against Cincy. But Cincy is coming off a good win against Carolina, so it should be fun next week no matter what. We have still that commercial here, as we have about 50 seconds to go in this first half. And Baltimore are going to get the ball back with a chance to double up as they get ball to begin the second half as well. I have 42 seconds left in the half. Baltimore with ball on the 20-yard line. Jackson shotgun back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side, motioning one from the right to the left. Toss play left side for Derrick Henry, going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and the clock is ticking. I guess they did take Baltimore second time out of the way for the delay of game. All right, yeah, Baltimore just going to let this clock run. That should be the final play before halftime. And yep, there you go. Head into the locker room. That brings us to halftime in Baltimore. The Ravens played a fantastic first half. Can they continue into the second? We shall see. With it being halftime, I will quickly be right back. All right. Just entering halftime here from Baltimore. Ravens 18-point lead. Man, oh man, what a game this has been. I love that the Panthers' first game of the season is against Boston. That's a great first matchup. They don't have Allmark though, right? It would be against yeah, it'd be against Swayman. Who gave the Panthers a lot of troubles in the playoffs last year. Oh, favorite moments from the afternoon games. Ooh. That's well, the Fred Warner pick six was incredible. Like that was a fantastic pick six. But when it comes to anything else from that afternoon games, there's not much really that stands out. I mean, it was good to see Cleveland lose. Yeah, we had halftime here. Oh yeah, definitely. Like the block, again, good blocking is incredibly fun to watch. Like you get a team with a fantastic offensive line, or just good blocking in general, no matter which side of the ball it is. Like that is a team that is going to be a consistently fun team to watch because of how good the blocking is. Like you watch the trenches on a team like Baltimore tonight, but on a team that's consistent with it, like Pittsburgh has a pretty consistent offensive line. San Francisco can have a consistent offensive line if they choose to. Who else? Oh yeah, just teams with consistent offensive lines, which I know is a hard thing to find nowadays. But you find one of those teams, you're going to be in for a treat of a game. Like games are won in the trenches, so that just shows it. Like it's great. Yo, thanks for the raid. What's up, everyone? Yeah, just chilling. It's been a fun day of football today. I just gotta wait till tomorrow till I get my action in. I'm a Dolphins fan, even though I'm wearing the Ravens jersey. What's up, everyone? Likely touchdown coming in a second. Hey, maybe he had a great catch earlier in the day. Be afraid of the blood, right? Nah. Hey, welcome in, everyone. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe, greatly appreciated. I do is a lot of these play-by-plays. Yep, it's Mexican Coke. They sell these at the local grocery store. They're great. Yeah, I'm Dolphins fan from South Florida. Publix has those. It's great. Yeah, thanks for the luck. We're gonna need it, man. Yeah, thanks. It's been with 4 weeks into the season, and this has already been a weird one for the Dolphins. So I'm hoping Tyler Huntley can pull it out. It is. I do occasionally have like the bottled Cokes as well because none of like the restaurants actually sell these as well, but they're these are a lot better than in the plastic. Oh yeah, Huntley is good. Like I'm not too worried about that fact. It's just I need this. He's been with the team for a week and a half. He is a Pro Bowler. He can make plays with his legs. Like I feel a lot better with Huntley in that quarterback than I am with Skylar Thompson or Tim Boyle. But I'm still just hoping we survive until Tua gets back. So if we're 3-3 come week 8, I'll take it. Yep. Thanks for everyone who tuned in through. Thanks for everyone who joined with the raid. Again, just one more time, subscribe if you're new. Greatly appreciated. Just Lamar and Lamar 0.5. Hopefully, man. We'll take what we can get. I mean, again, the good news is we're playing Tennessee tomorrow. If we lose to Tennessee, I'm so ready to throw in the towel. Huntley's not coming for his job. But if Huntley does play well in these next 3 games, Skylar Thompson for sure lost his backup job. Like, I would gladly take Huntley as a long-term backup over Thompson or Boyle. So, like, if Huntley plays really well, that's fantastic because that means we actually have a quality backup now. But this is Tua's team. The only way he loses the starting job is if he gives it up, and that's just not going to happen. Oh yeah, I mean, what we play Tennessee tomorrow night. We play New England next week. Then we have our bye week before playing the Colts. Like, the next 3 games aren't that bad, and the Colts are a solid team. They have played well today against Pittsburgh, but they're just inconsistent at the moment. We'll see how they play leading up to that week, but and the focus is on Tennessee tomorrow night. And again, they have not been playing well. So hopefully we can take advantage. I forget that Snoop Dogg is a Steelers fan sometimes. Got hurt. Yeah, exactly. And then that's the other thing with the Colts is like AR, like for as good as he is, like he played really well last year before getting hurt. He played solid this year before getting hurt today. But that's the thing. Like, yeah, AR has gotten injured relatively consistently. Their backups are also really solid. Minshew last year led them damn near to a division title. And then Flacco led Cleveland to what should have been a division title last year, but Baltimore was just that good. Like Flacco is gonna lead to be fine. Like Colts are gonna be just fine, and hell, they might even be slightly better with Flacco because he won't turn the ball over too drastically. Middle class, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like whenever quarterbacks are like trying to like make sure they stay healthy, they tend to gain body fat because the body fat absorbs to each hit better than just pure muscle. So while yeah, it's nice looking as jacked as AR is, it wouldn't hurt him to gain a little bit of body fat just so that way he can absorb hits better. That's is that I know how to spell Palomalu, but I could not tell you how to spell Palomalu. It's just a natural thing when type in now. I believe that's right. But yeah, I know how to spell it just from instinct. Yeah, I do a lot of the Sporkle quizzes on my free time, like on free time, like before going to bed. So I just see Pittsburgh safety from the 2010s. I'm like, okay, Palomalu, just like instant. Yeah, Burrow did it over this offseason. Tua did it before last season, and it worked really well. And then before this season, he burned off the body fat a little bit, and here we are. It's you do want to be have a little bit of body fat on you. But hey, I mean, again, AR is a hell of a player. Just he needs to stay on the field. I don't think. Yeah, AR is still young. But I don't think he's that much weight, is he? If he's 250 of pure muscle, that's crazy. Oh, let's see. Damn, he's 244. That's insane. But I mean, Ian, it's just I'm sure there's a way where he can like gain body fat while not getting too much heavier. But that's for like the trainers and the professionals to deal with it with him. Like it definitely won't hurt to add a little bit of body fat. Not saying go crazy with it. Not saying go like not saying go Eddie Lacy levels of it because that's ridiculous. But like just gain a little so that you have some like cushion on the bones. Yeah, Eddie Lacy, that's a player. Had what 2 fantastic years with Green Bay, then kind of got lost in the eating habits. I a la Zion Williamson. I should be coming out of halftime right here shortly. Baltimore gets ball to begin the second half as we await the second half kickoff. I mean, I do really like Anthony Richardson. Just need him to stay on the field. Yeah, grab by Lacey. I did too for a while. And then I was doing those Sporkle quizzes again, and I'm just like, okay, who's a 2013, 2014 Packers running back? Could not think of it. It's like, oh wait, yeah, that is Eddie Lacy. Completely forgot about it. It's him, Trent Richardson. Uh, I know there's more. Toby Gerhart, like those really weird early 2010s running backs. That like had 1 to 2 really standout seasons, but then did not do a lot afterwards. Like Peyton Hillis is on there as well, purely because he's on a Madden cover. Yeah, Trent Richardson had a really good half season in Cleveland. He was solid enough in Cleveland to where like he could have done something, but the issue was he was with Cleveland during their really bad years. And he habits of Russell. Wait, but Jamarcus Russell's another one with the eating habits, man. But to be fair, Jamarcus Russell just wasn't accurate either. Kickoff is underway to begin the second half. going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore will begin from the 30. Let's see, what are some other, like, Daniel Thomas and Pierre Thomas? So, yeah, that was yeah, that was a bad trade from the Colts. So, like, Trent Richardson was, like, he was solid, but he wasn't first round pick solid. Lamar shotgun back to his right. Flowers sent in motion, play action, looking to throw. Derrick Henry picks up the blitz, but a second rusher comes in free. Lamar going to throw it away, and that's going to be intentional grounding. Unless it said, yeah, there's the flag. Intentional grounding on Baltimore. Buffalo sending pressure instantly. What a way to begin this half for them. They just pulled a fastball on him because Cleveland doesn't know how to run it. I believe it was the same owners back then as it is now. But those owners, really any owner Cleveland has had since becoming a franchise again in 99, do not know how to run that organization properly. And plus, to be fair, those Colts teams that what's the name that Gibson like built were relatively solid. Lamar looking to throw in second and 24, pass right side, caught by Justice Hill for a gain of 5-ish. Yeah. Like, he's the one who, like, he built those very early year Andrew Luck teams. But to be fair, like, that's not much really to his credit. Andrew Luck is just an incredible talent. Or he was an incredible talent, so it was pretty easy to build a team around him. Especially when most of the work was done for you already. With, like, T.Y. Hilton being there, the offensive line that they had. Lamar shotgun back to his right, looking to throw. 3rd and 20. Gonna throw it deep left side and going to be incomplete. Through the hands of Zay Flowers. 3 and out to begin the second half. Yeah, exactly. Just never got luck and O-line. And honestly, the Colts are looking to repeat that same mistake with Richardson. Because, like, yeah, the Colts have some really solid offensive linemen. Quentin Nelson is a great offensive lineman. At least he was. He's solid now. But everyone else, like, they just need more. It is the Colt way. All right, punt going to come off clean. Return beginning from about the 34, cutting inside. Breaking one tackle, brought down near the 40. All right, there we go. Come on. There we go. Who's a good Keon Mitchell? Well, yeah. I mean, Baltimore's playing really well today without those guys. But yeah, when they get added back to the swing of things, like for Mitchell, and then they get Tez Walker involved, they're going to be a really good team. But to be fair, they haven't really necessarily needed either of them. Justice Hill is doing well as a backup back, and then the receivers they do have haven't doing enough for when they're called upon. Allen under center, 1st and 10, handoff for James Cook, bouncing out to the right side, trying to make people miss, and going to be brought down for a loss of 1. Baltimore's run defense has been playing well this season. Yeah, I like both of them as well. And Tez Walker was solid in college, but Baltimore just doesn't really use receivers all that often. And because of that, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's on the practice squad. But I think Baltimore also likes having it primarily be Rashard Bateman and Zay Flowers, and then just using Isaiah Likely and Mark Andrews a lot. Allen shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, looking to throw in 2nd and 11. Pass left side, caught, and going to be brought down near the 44. Gain of 5. Curtis Samuel on the reception. Yeah, but again, it's it's weird because they signed Derrick Henry in the offseason, and like he's the bell cow. He is going to be the primary rusher when it comes to the running back position. Every other back they have will come in for passing downs, basically. That's what they've been doing with Justice Hill. Allen, shotgun, back to his left. Two receivers to each side, making adjustments at the line. Back to his right now, and Dawson Knox to his left, looking to throw. Has time on 3rd and 5. Pressure coming in quick, though. Rolling out to his right. Trying to find someone open. Just chucks it down the field. Wide open inside the 20. Inside the 10. To the 5. Down to the 3. Khalil Shakur. Finding room behind the defense. And Josh Allen just chucked it with all his might down the field. Holy shit. Like, what? Wow. 3 defenders in his face. And Allen just uses all his effort to get it down the field. Now under center, back behind him. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Going to hand this off, bouncing left side, has some room, racing for the pylon. He gets in, touchdown, Buffalo. Ty Johnson on the carry, and the Bills. Don't call it a comeback just yet, but they are looking to come back. A 4-play touchdown drive. Wow. And that's just the Bills. That's this era of the Bills. Being able to make big plays like that when needed. Yeah, Ty Johnson getting the carry. Talk about some backup running backs. Tyler Bass for the extra point is up and good. 11-point game with 11.5 to play in the 3rd. Like earlier today, we did the Minnesota Green Bay game, and I was saying Ty Chandler's name a lot more than I expected. But that brings us to a commercial break here in Baltimore. Yep, Josh Allen finding ways to make plays when needed. Like, I hate that he is on Buffalo. He is on any other team besides an AFC East team. He is by far one of my favorite quarterbacks to watch. But because he's on the Bills, I have respect for him, but I hate his guts. Very similar feeling to how I felt about Tom Brady when he was on the Patriots. He would be the starter by the end of the year. I mean, yeah, because Jones is always hurt. But I don't know. Aaron Jones has been running well so far this year, and unless due to injury, I don't see Jones losing that job. Like, Allen is such a fun quarterback to watch, but he's on the Bills, so I hate him. And I was saying before the season started that the pickup of Aaron Jones and like the improvement of Aaron Jones from Alexander Madison to Aaron Jones, like that was a nice move by Minnesota, and is proven to be a really nice move. Yeah, Allen is really good. I mean, like to make plays like that is insane. Oh yeah, Darnold is like he's breaking out really well. I was not expecting how well he was playing, but that year under the Shanahan system paid off. It is very similar to Baker Mayfield last year, where Mayfield spent like half a season within a Sean McVay system, and then he goes elsewhere and has a chance to prove himself in a somewhat similar system, and he breaks out, has a good season, and revives his career. Yeah, exactly, and that's the other thing with Darnold is during his time with the Jets, he was not coached right. Adam Gase did not know how to coach him, despite him being a QB guru. Adam Gates was not a good coach. And then he was in Carolina, and that's just a bad situation for anybody. Kickoff underway, going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore looking to respond, beginning from the 30. It's like he spent time in Carolina for like a year, and then he was in San Francisco last year. Like, Darnold has like he's truly rejuvenated his career, and it's going to be interesting to see what Minnesota does in the future. Assuming Darnold keeps playing like he is, and Minnesota has a really great year, it's tough to say you go to JJ McCarthy next year. Lamar, shotgun, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the right. Going to hand this off left side, Derrick Henry, going to gain about 5 on the play up to the 35-yard line. Because I don't know if the plan was for JJ to start this year, but I think the plan was to have him start at some point this season. But Sam Darnold is just playing too well in this opportunity he has. And now that the question has shifted from some point this season to next season with JJ, the decision is going to be interesting. I mean, if Darnold keeps playing how he is, that's probably what they're going to do, and a really smart decision. All right, 2nd and 5, Lamar under center. Going to, and there's a play stoppage. Fake the toss play, but play got stopped due to a false start on Baltimore. I want to say Darnold's contract's a 2-year deal. But yeah, I'm not fully sure. If Darnold is a free agent next offseason, he's going to have some buyers. It was a 1-year, $10 million. So Darnold's a free agent next year. He's going to have people interested in him if he keeps up this level of play. Lamar, shotgun, back to his right. Going to delay a handoff up the middle, and it goes nowhere. Stonewalled for a loss of 2 on the play. And 3rd and 12 coming up. There's the weird delayed handoff to Derrick Henry. And now a big time 3rd down coming up. Baltimore trying to hold on to any momentum that they have. Greg Rousseau jumping over Baltimore players to make that tackle for loss. Ruling in a 3rd and 11. Lamar and shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Sending 1 in motion to make it trips to the right. Ball on the 29. Looking for the 40. Lamar back to pass. Gonna step up. Trying to find space to run and going to be sacked. Loss of 2 on the play. And Buffalo. I don't know what the second half discussion was in the locker room, but whatever it was, it's working to perfection. Back-to-back 3 and outs. And Baltimore doesn't know what hit him at this point. It was in the middle linebacker on a QB spy, and it worked well. And punt comes off clean. Going to be muffed, but recovered at the, what is that, like the 19-ish? Damn near disaster for Buffalo, but they avoided. Yeah, that's true. Steelers did nearly have a comeback today. Which that would have been incredible if they were able to. But it was still the Colts played the Steelers really well. All right, brings us to a commercial break. But yeah, I don't know really, like, power rankings is gonna be weird again this week, huh? Like, I don't fully know how to feel about the Steelers after this week. Because yeah, like that second half was a really good second half performance. And they eventually started playing like the Steelers again. But that first half was just weird. And then like Houston had a tough game against Jacksonville that I wasn't expecting. What else happened? We'll see how Seattle and Detroit plays tomorrow, but that's gonna decide some things for power rankings. Tampa got a big time bounce back win. Washington had a dominating victory. Minnesota Got that big time win. The Chiefs looked off against the Chargers. Yeah, it really was. But like that's the kind of the thing with both of those teams is they have some. The Steelers are known for kind of their depth in a way, but the Colts have like sneakily good depth in some positions, and it showed today as well. Like forget Joe Flacco, your backup quarterback, you are in a good spot. I mean, they very well could, but they're still gonna finish at least 9-8. Like that 3-0 start is masterful from Tomlin because they're still gonna finish 9-8 now. No, I don't think they. I mean, they could go to Wilson, but I still like even with the performance today, I still think Justin Fields is playing well enough to be the starter going forward for at least the rest of the year. Again, whether or not like at what point in the season he begins to kind of like slow down that performance, we'll see. But through 4 weeks, he is still playing. He's playing better than he ever has in Chicago. Yeah, they'll most likely stick with Fields. I think he has won that starting job, and as long as he just keeps playing how he has been and doesn't force a lot and doesn't turn the ball over a hell of a lot, the Steelers are gonna keep riding with him. Allen under center, back behind and making adjustments at the line. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Gonna play action, looking to throw, rolling out to his right, trying to buy some time, and going to throw it away down the field, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Exactly. And like that, it's also not like they are tied to Russell Wilson. It's not just that Fields gives him a future and all that. Because that's one thing if they were paying Russell Wilson a massive contract. They gave him a minimum basically this year. So they have no financial ties to him. And they don't need Russell Wilson to play at all this year to warrant the money that they spent. So like yeah, they're gonna keep riding with Fields until the wheels fall off. 2nd and 10, Allen alone in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, looking to throw, pass left side, back shoulder, and caught along the sideline. Keon Coleman, fantastic back shoulder grab for a 1st down and more. And Buffalo, again, the second half team, man, they just turned it on. Fantastic grab along the sideline. Likely, and then Fields will finish the season after week 13. I mean, it depends on how he plays. If Fields plays well enough, then yeah, you can keep riding with him. Oh yeah, the Pittsburgh is nowhere near a contender just yet. As Allen hands this off up the middle to James Cook and gain about 5 on the play. The Steelers definitely have some work to be done, but they're in a much better spot now that Fields is playing well compared to if they didn't know what Fields had in him with the team. And they're showing Keon Coleman high school basketball highlights. Yeah, Allen handoff up the middle for James Cook, going to gain enough for the 1st down, gain of roughly 6, maybe 7. Yeah, Pickens did finally have a good day. And like Pickens is the type of player that like now that he has a quarterback who's not scared to throw over the middle, he's like we're going to see a lot better production from Pickens. Because Fields is not scared to sling it. Because he can't be scared to sling it. This is Fields' last chance to prove himself. He needs to just sling the ball when he sees it, and he's been doing that, and it's been working. Allen under center, back behind him. Ball past midfield, handoff once again. James Cook up the middle, a gain of about 4 yards on the play. That's the other thing. When we see these quarterbacks like rejuvenizing their career, like Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith, part of it was they knew that this was their last chance to be a starter. So they just went out there and said, fuck it. I'm going to fling the rock and do my best. Wildcat formation. Curtis Samuel tosses it back to Allen, who fumbles the football. Recovered by Baltimore. And going to be brought up to about the 45. Kyle Hamilton on the fumble recovery. Buffalo tried some trickery there, and it did not work at all. Oh, and Allen is down in pain. So is Dalton Kincaid. Oh, no. Flag on the play. Kyle Van Noy, great job hitting the ball loose. But Allen took a shot afterwards. Wildcat formation, Curtis Samuel tried to do an end-around toss to Allen, but it got blown up. So upon receiving the toss still, Allen just chucked it down the field. Which attempted to, but ball came loose. Unnecessary roughness on Marlon Humphrey is the call. Seemed like it's still going to be Baltimore football, though. Oh, yeah, Marlon Humphrey, after the play, shoved Dalton Kincaid to the ground as he was going off the field. Yeah, Baltimore football still. We'll see what the report is on Allen as he took a massive shot after this play. I don't despise fantasy football. It's just, it's not my way of thinking. I don't love, I respect it and I understand it. I don't love talking about individual performances that much. I more so think team-wise. And thus, that's why, like, when I'm referring to Pickens, I'm always like, well, now that they have Fields. It's not just, like, oh, now Pickens is doing this, this, and this. It's always the team is in a better spot for him to succeed. Jackson shotgun back to his right, going to hand this off up the middle to Derrick Henry, and going to get up to about the 45, 46. I don't think he's done. He is a tough son of a bitch. But that was a shot he took. Yeah, I know. And like if like you could like ask away for fantasy advice, I don't mind answering. But like I'm never gonna do specifically fantasy content. I'm always fine. I'm glad to give advice, so if you ask. Handoff left side for Derrick Henry. Plenty of room to run past the 40. Going to be brought down inside the 30 to about the plus 28. Again, like during these streams, Wednesday nights, I do Q&As every night to talk about like just the week of football, even NBA when that comes. Like you can ask away for the fantasy stuff, but there's never going to be like fantasy specific stuff on here because I haven't done fantasy in like 4 years. Because it's just not, I just don't fully love it. Ball on the plus 28. Lamar and shotgun, back to each side. 5 minutes to play in the third. Going to quick pass, pump fake left side, handoff up the middle for Justice Hill, and going to gain 6-ish on the play. Oh, and the weather starting to pour in Baltimore. All right, Lamar, shotgun, 2nd and 4, back to his left. I believe it's Trubisky is their backup, which, few receivers to the right, going to hand off left side for Justice Hill and going to lose about 3, maybe 4 on the play. I believe Buffalo's backup is Trubisky, which, depending on what version of Trubisky you get, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. But I will say, no matter which version it is better than Matt Barkley. Because Matt Barkley was their backup for a few years at the late 2010s, early 2020s. And at least Trubisky has NFL success. Lamar, shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side, 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, quick pass left side, Justice Hill. Going to be caught, breaks 1 tackle, spins past another, down inside the 10 to about the 9. big time play to pick to keep the drive alive. Justice Hill, an underrated receiving back. And first and goal from Baltimore. No, Barkley wasn't that high of a pick. I want to say he was early day 3 though. He might have been like 5th round. That feels about right. All right, first and goal from the 9. Lamar, shotgun. Going to hand this, keeping himself, read option to the right side. Has plenty of space. Great blocking. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's how you respond to a slow start to the quarter. And they looking to make this a 18-point game once again. Okay, let's see. Barkley was 4th round. Yeah, Barkley was a 4th round pick in a 20. Was he really 2013 drafted? Jeez. Yeah. Well, yeah, because extra point is up and it is good. Yeah, I knew he wasn't that high of a pick because although I didn't fully remember he was 2013 draft, I knew that whatever draft class he wasn't that good of a quarterback draft class. Because like in 2013, the only QB drafted highly was EJ Manuel to Buffalo at 13, I want to say. Is in that like early teens range. I mean, he was a backup. Like you're not too surprised that he played for a lot of teams. But I mean, like the broadcast showed a graphic of the 2018 class, and I think that was 5-6 years ago, just about. And in a span of from 2018 to 2021, Josh Rosen was on like 6 different teams. Pretty sure the graphic said like 5 or 6, but he was on a lot more than that just because he was on a lot of practice squads. And like Josh Rosen bounced around a shit ton before finally hanging up the cleats. And that was within that was in a 4 or 5 year span. Was it really 13 teams? That's not surprising. Yeah, Trubisky's their backup. Because I know that I'm not sure if they still have him, but I know they had Jake Fromm for like a season. I don't think he's still there. If he is, he would probably be the emergency 3rd string. As we're at commercial break after the Baltimore touchdown. Basically, like when it comes to backup quarterbacks, that those timetables from like when they played where is so chaotic for me. But I have a decent idea. But then it's always like when they do end up leaving that team, there's like no news about it. So then again, like no idea where they're at then until like 2 years later. It's still a commercial here. Quickly use this time to say if you're new, subscribe, greatly appreciated. Play-by-plays all season long, weekly Wednesday night Q&As. Also do be doing play-by-play for the UFL come the springtime. Those were a lot of fun to do this past season. Gonna continue them this season because why not? This is more football to watch as we're coming out of the commercial break here. And Justin Tucker going to send this one away as the rain begins to come down in Baltimore. Going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo to begin from the 30. 2:45 to play in this 3rd quarter, and Allen is back onto the field. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Allen is back. It would take a lot more to bring him down. So Allen in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Looking to throw, a quick pass left side, and too high, incomplete. Just through the hands of Matt Collins. 2nd and 10 coming up. But I've been doing this a lot, recent play by plays. When I say like receiving options to each side, it typically just means that one of them is a tight end at the line of scrimmage, and I just don't feel like saying 2 receivers and a tight end. I'm not letting him finish. Yeah, no. Again, as good old Teddy Roosevelt once said, it would take more than a bullet to stop a bull moose. Allen looking to throw in 2nd and 10. Pass over the middle, going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid down the field, past midfield, down to about the 45. Big time pickup on 2nd down. Yeah, Allen is a competitor. And like you can tell a lot of how much pain. I'm gonna say like you can tell how a player got to the NFL and what their path was can dictate what they're willing to play through. As a screenplay left side going to be a gain of about 4 to Dalton Kincaid. Because like a guy like Allen, who like through high school and through college, no one really believed in him. He had to take a full advantage at every single snap. He couldn't afford to miss a snap. He had that mentality of, I'm not leaving the field unless I legitimately cannot play. And that mindset has carried into the NFL, and we see it on instances like this, where took a big shot, got shaken up, but as long as he's going to feel good enough, unless he legit has to be taken off the field. Allen looking to throw in 2nd and 6, and a throw in left side back shoulder, and caught along the sideline once again. Keon Coleman. Another fantastic back shoulder grab. And the Bills are starting to move the ball down the field once more. Yeah, Mayfield is similar. But to be fair, Mayfield is just a crazy bitch. Allen looking to throw in 1st and 10 from the 30. Throw in deep, right side towards the end zone, and is a throwaway. Like Mayfield has that mentality. Roethlisberger had that kind of mentality to him. Weirdly enough, I would say Phillip Rivers was also like that, but that wasn't the exact same situation. Yeah, I hope Coleman develop as well, but they don't have any big time names at receiver, but they have all their receivers are quality, but obviously they could be better. Like a guy like Khalil Shakur or Curtis Samuel, those are really solid receiver 2s and 3s, but they have to have a bigger role in this offense. Pass over the middle, going to be a gain of about 6 on the play to Keon Coleman. I would say they don't use Dawson Knox enough. Kincaid has been used quite a bit. Gabe Davis is in Jacksonville. Like Dawson Knox has been pretty silent today. Really, this season he's been kind of silent. Yeah, Gabe Davis is in Jacksonville. That was their Calvin Ridley replacement. Allen shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Pressure comes in quick. Marlon Humphrey breaks off that sack, looking to throw, stiff arm in, and sacked back near the 30. Allen scrambled backwards for 20 yards. And man, that's not the kind of sack you can take. As that should be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Yeah, they don't run a lot. They don't run a lot of tight end focus plays as well. That's part of the reason. But I mean, when they do, they work. So I kind of want them to run it more. I also want them to be in it's 20. I always forget. It's 12 and 22 personnel. I want to see them in more. As we head to commercial break to start the 4th quarter. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when it comes to a team like Buffalo, where it feels like they could use all the receiver help they can get. At the same time, they've shown this season, they have the receivers that they really like, that Allen clearly really likes, and thus it's been working for them. Yeah, that is true. Buffalo's offense throughout the years hasn't really utilized tight ends. But it's like, to be fair, they also haven't really had any special tight ends in the past. Like Allen's rookie season is when they had Charles Clay at tight end. Before that, I mean, I can't even think of a Buffalo tight end really. It was always really they had one really good receiver. In the 2000s, it was Lee Evans. In the 80s and 90s, it was Eric Moulds. And then it was Diggs in the 20s. Mediocre receivers, Allen can make it happen with less. Yeah, that is true, but at the same time, Mahomes, like those Chiefs teams had, like the Chiefs team last year had a fantastic defense that's we're still seeing this year to an extent. I don't think Buffalo has that same level of defensive play that the Chiefs did last year. On top of the fact, they don't have a Travis Kelce. And yeah, Buffalo has had a more run focus throughout their history as well. I mean, Thurman Thomas. We don't talk about the 70s guy. Marshawn Lynch in the late 2000s. C.J. Spiller in the early 2010s. Yeah, defense still wins championships. I mean, possibly because when you again think about it, Diggs as a number one true like superstar receiver. He wants the ball, and that makes sense. But when the Bills had the most success in the season and at the second half of last season, it was when Diggs wasn't a big focus, and they were able to like move the ball a bit more. Tyler Bass on for the 48-yard field goal try from the right hash. Kick is up, and he missed it wide left. He pulled it to the left on the 48-yard try, and Baltimore can have a beautiful opportunity here. Yeah, T.O. and McNabb. That's another one. T.O. was in Buffalo in the early 2010s, late 2000s. It's just a business. I mean, again, like second half of the season last year, Diggs became less of a focus, and maybe that did upset him a bit. But at the same time, in the playoffs, he had a chance to showcase why he should still be on the team, and he had a chance to showcase that he can make big plays for them still. And he just dropped the pass. That was a beautifully placed pass from Allen. Like, he needs to catch that. Lamar, shotgun, back to his left. Two receiving options to each side, motioning one from the left to the right. And keeping himself, read option Lamar, left side, has the blocking down the field. Pass midfield to about the plus 43. Yeah, Bass is inconsistent, but at the same time, it is really hard to find quality kickers. Like, we saw this offseason, the teams that upgraded at kicker, like Detroit, Washington to an extent, but really Detroit was the only team to truly upgrade at kicker. And that was because they scooped up the guy from the UFL who didn't kick professionally until the UFL. Like in college, he was a kickoff specialist. Toss right side for Derrick Henry, going to break off one tackle and fight forward to the 40-yard line, gain of about 3 on the play. It is really hard to find quality kickers, but at the same time, it should be pretty easy. Like you look into the UFL, there's a lot of really good kickers in the UFL this past year. But a lot of teams feel comfortable with the level of consistency they have in their kickers, that they don't want to risk bringing in a guy who's less consistent just for the sake of it. Toss left side, Derrick Henry once again has some blocking, can get the first down and more. Past the 20, past the 10, the 5, brought down at the 2. Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing with kickers is they can have one really good season, but then past that, it's like it's a gamble. Every season is a gamble for a kicker. So you kind of always need to be on the lookout for a new kicker, but at the same time, just like take what you can get at points. Like look at Baltimore; they've been riding Justin Tucker for years. And they're probably going to keep riding him for years to come, even though he's been a little bit inconsistent this year, just because he's that good. Handoff up the middle, Derrick Henry going to lose 3 on the play, back to the 5. That is true. They were smart. Did not go up 28-3. God, Derrick Henry's playing well tonight. Jeez. Like I feel like every team should have like 1 to 2 kickers or 2 to 3 kickers they bring in early on into training camp or into like mini camp to test out. Play action, going to roll out to the right, pass for the end zone, lobbing it, and incomplete. Dropped by Rashad Bateman, but there's a flag on the play. Yeah, sure. Sure, Edling will. Is he even still on the Michigan Panthers? Prior to the pass, Holden on Buffalo. Half the distance to the goal, automatic first down, ball at about the, 2.5, 3? Calling it on Rasul Douglas. Yeah, that's Holden. Give him the name, didn't miss what K was hurt. Exactly. Especially because, like, the thing is with bringing in guys during mini camp and training camp and all that is they don't. Like, there's a difference between kicking when there's no rush in front of you or your own team's rushing you, and kicking an actual game set. So you really want to bring guys in for the preseason games, but those are also the games where you want your primary kicker to get reps in to be ready for the regular season. So it's a weird balance. Yeah, they are. Buffalo's calling their first time out. The Buffalo has been getting dealt with today. And again, after the past 2 weeks, it feels good watching this. Okay, you real quick. Lamar handoff up the middle. Derrick Henry fights off one tackler and stood up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Yes, damn, I'm happy with the Buffalo loss, even though I had them in pick'ems. Here's the thing with the Jets kicker. There was a period of time in the early 2010s where Greg Zuerlein was the best kicker in the NFL. His time with the Rams was phenomenal. Like, he was hidden from everywhere. He got the nickname Greg the Leg for a reason. Handoff up the middle, Derrick Henry fumbled it in the end zone. Fumbled it into the end zone. There's a pile. Oh, who came up with it? It's either a touchdown Baltimore or a touchback for Buffalo. They're saying touchdown Baltimore. Patrick Ricard comes up with the football. And the Ravens extend their lead. Rasul Douglas hits the ball loose. And it was a lineman to fall on top of it first, but Patrick Ricard eventually gets there. We have a fullback touchdown. Man, oh man. Likely was also near the bottom of that pile. No, he wasn't, but it didn't matter. Baltimore recovered it. Extra point is up, and it is good. 25-point game with 11, just under 11 and a half to play in this one. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of craziness to happen today. They get destroyed, Buffalo. Like, again, earlier today, in both no, I guess not in Minnesota, Green Bay, but in the Atlanta New Orleans game, there was a muffed punt that was recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. which that was the first time I seen that. In the Minnesota Green Bay game, for the onside kick, Green Bay did a drop kick, which I haven't seen since '02. And even then, that was only highlights I've seen of it. Like, there's been a lot of craziness today. Yeah, Greg Zerline, that man. It's weird seeing him with the Jets, even though he's been there for a few years now at this point. But I just have him with the Rams so ingrained into my mind. Like, what was his field goal percentage for the Rams? He was there from 2012 to 2019. Jeez. So yeah, with the Rams during the 8 years there, he was an 82% field goal kicker. Joey Sly, who was the kicker who hit a 63-yarder today? Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about. I saw that. Don't remember his name. It might have been Joey Sly. Which if it was, that's hilarious. Hold on. I don't think it was though, but I know who I know let me see. Oh, yeah, it was Joey Sly for New England. Who he wasn't he on Washington before the season? But yeah, Joey Sly. I mean, again, like, kickers this year have been crazy from 50 plus. Like, it's been impressive. There's been some like mediation back to the norm and all that, but for the most part, kickers are still hitting the shit out of the ball. Yeah, and Young Ho Koo, career long 58-yarder for the win today. And was that really the longest in Mercedes Benz history? That's impressive. But to be fair, that stadium also is what? 6 years old? It's not that old of a stadium. It's not that old of a stadium. All right, Baltimore set to kick this one away. Buffalo down by 25. Kickoff is going to be out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo will begin from the 30. 53 was the long that seems weird. But okay. Wait. They're showing a graphic here from like key Bills players that they lost in the offseason. They had the number wrong for Stephon Diggs. Allen shotgun back to his left, two receivers to each side. Looking to throw a quick pass right side, incomplete through the hands of Mac Hollins. The pass was well behind him though, so don't fully blame him. He was an all-state linebacker as well. That is fantastic. Well, who was it? There was another kicker, I believe, who was also like an all-state something else that was crazy to think about. Allen shotgun back to his right, three receivers to the left. Dropping back to pass, looking to throw. Pass deep, left side, into double coverage. And off the chest of Dalton Kincaid. I mean, the ball does not get thrown any better than that. Into double coverage, but to a spot where only Kincaid could catch it. Literally bouncing off of his right shoulder. And falling incomplete. Can you even get a number right nowadays? I don't know, man. These graphics. To be fair, like since I've been doing graphics for like the video essays I do during the off season, I could understand getting like a number wrong here or there. But like this is NBC. I'm just a random fucking person. Allen looking to throw in 3rd and 10. Pressure coming in quick, fighting off a defender. Gonna throw it down the field and incomplete. Allen nearly took another big sack, but got rid of it in time. Didn't step out of bounds. But threw it short and really into again like double coverage again. And incomplete. 4th and 10 coming up. Yeah, because they for the Stephon Diggs graphic, they had him wear number 15 for Houston. Which one, he didn't even wear. He has never worn 15 in his NFL career, and two, he wears number 1 in Houston. Punt comes off clean, going to be returned from about the 18-yard line with space to run. Going to get up to past the 30, brought down near the 33. And that brings us to another commercial break, under 11 minutes to play. I mean, this has been a solid game. Definitely not fully what I was expecting. I'll quickly be right back. We're at commercial break. Not going to be missing anything. All right, shall I commercial? I call it panic mode for Buffalo either way. Yeah, not necessarily panic mode. At least maybe for this game, yeah, but not for the season. Hell no. This has still been a fantastic season for Buffalo, and we're only 4 weeks in. They're definitely not in panic mode just yet. Yeah, and showing another Venom commercial. They've been showing a lot of Arby's commercials. Has anyone actually had Arby's? I mean, of course people have, but like, I haven't had it yet, and I want to try it. Oh god, what was that? Yeah, they're having a commercial for Venom playing right now, and one of those shots did not look finished. Holy. I'm sorry, what is this graphic they're showing? Is this a Catch Me If You Can reference for Lamar Jackson's MVP? Well, yeah, that was a fantastic movie. Are you serious? Okay, Lamar under center for 1st and 10. Henry behind him, so is Ricard. Likely sent in motion. Handoff up the middle for Derrick Henry. Has some space, going to gain about 9 on the play, up to the 42. Yeah, they did really step it up. And it is not looking good for Cincinnati next week. Okay. Yeah, I might get it sometime next week then. I don't know, I'll see. There is one relatively close by, but it's not something not something I think about that often. Like, they've just been showing a shit ton of commercials for it. Lamar handoff up the middle once again for Henry. This time he is stonewalled for a gain of pretty much nothing. That's something a lot of people think about, yeah. I don't know. Okay, I've been trying to find a good a good barbecue place near me because there's not a lot for some reason. So I'm like, there was I tried a burger place 2 days ago that was all right. There's another place that's near me, but there's a shit ton of calories involved with it. Lamar handoff up the middle. Derrick Henry fighting forward, gaining about 5, maybe 6 on the play for a Baltimore 1st down. Subliminal messaging. That is a good way of saying in business. I will say that. But I might give it a try. Because again, like there was one fantastic burger place near me. The issue is it is so many calories. Because it is a place that is like it's called Fat Shack. It is a place that was specifically made to eat while high. I promise. It feels like that way because everything is just like way too many calories. Fake the toss left side, Lamar looking to throw, gonna pass it right side, and gonna mark it complete at the 45-yard line for Isaiah, likely a dive and grab. I have a Fat Shack. It is fantastic. I had it back in March once. I haven't had it since, and it is fantastic. It's just a shit ton of calories and not something I can eat consistently. So I want to find a barbecue slash burger place that I can eat relatively consistently. And Buffalo going to challenge the completion. Yeah, exactly. You need to be under the influence in some capacity to have that. But even if you're not, it is a damn good time. Like it is a damn good meal. The 8.5 to play. In this one, Buffalo is going to challenge the completion. And from the looks of it, they're going to win this challenge. But yep, they're going to win that challenge. Based off that angle, they're going to win it. Again, it is Fat Shack. Fantastic. I want to go there sometime soon. Because again, it's been a few months. But I do desperately want to find a more consistent place. Because I have the consistent places for other meals. Like I have my go-to Asian place. I have my go-to chicken place. I want to find a go-to barbecue place. But I just haven't yet. I also haven't found a go-to Italian place up here, but I truly don't care about that anymore. Like I was 2 years ago. I spent not a summer, but I took a vacation to Rome one summer 2 years ago, and that completely ruined Italian food for me. It was that good. Like I do eat I do like every now and then I have some pasta and shit, but I don't crave it like I used to because of that trip. I also don't crave burgers as much as I used to, but there's a place down south that is fantastic that has made me want to like have burgers more consistently. So I'm trying to find a similar place to it up here, but there's just not. And at commercial break, as they're reviewing they're ruling on the field, next to a Buffalo challenge. Seems like they're gonna win it. Yeah, no, the Buffaloes aren't. There's not really a shot for them to blow this. They're up by 4 possessions with 8.5 to play. They would be hard pressed to blow this one. I'm sorry, what is this commercial for? Oh, it was Law and Order. All right, coming out of commercial break with a highlight of flag football. It is really cool that that's becoming an Olympic sport and all that. But here we go. Yep, call reverse. Buffalo won the challenge, so they will get that one back and have two more now, as that's the new rule within the NFL. As long as you win one challenge, you get a third. They're now ruling it an incomplete catch. Second and 10 coming up. Lamar and shotgun back behind him. Ball on about the 47, I mean. Justice Hill on the handoff left side, going to get to about midfield. Maybe even a plus 49-yard line for a third down coming up. You're really showing football film from 1937. And there's some 85 film to showcase kind of Baltimore's old school style, it seems. John Riggins with some film being shown. And yeah, they're showing how Baltimore's kind of new school, some old school schemes. Lamar under center, back behind him, going to toss this right side for Derrick Henry. Gonna cut up field, but go nowhere. Stop at about the line of scrimmage, maybe even midfield. A fourth down coming up, and just under 8 minutes to go in this one. And out comes the punting unit. 4th and 6. Just under 7.5 to play now. Punt comes off clean. This going to be fair caught at about the 6-yard line. That's what Buffalo will kick things off for this next drive. 7:17 to play. Down by 25. Looking for some miracles to happen. And that brings us to another commercial break. Yeah, this has been a fun game. Not necessarily competitive like I thought it was gonna be. But to be fair, it is watching the Bills get their asses kicked. That's always fun. Yep, still that commercial here. Just about 7:20 to go in this one. I mean, no bonus. I do not blame you. And I appreciate that, Bob Flash. Yeah. But I do not blame you. Again, for as good as this game has been to watch, like especially Baltimore side of things, it's a 25-point game with about 7 minutes to go. If I wasn't calling this, I typically would also kind of just zone out from here. But hey, who knows? Maybe we can see Buffalo do something to make this a little bit more closer looking of a game. Yeah, maybe. It's always into garbage time. It's always interesting to see how teams handle it. As next week, Sunday Night Football is Dallas Pittsburgh. I gotta watch the Cowboys again, man. Come on. It's really Dallas and Pittsburgh next week, huh? Shit. If I'm watching Dolphins Patriots, the Cowboys Steelers next Sunday. God. Oh well. Allen shotgun back to his left, 3 receivers to the left, handoff up the middle, trying to find somewhere to go. Brought down for a loss of 5-ish. And Trubisky is now in the game. Even the Bills have called it. We have a Trubisky sighting. Wait, so does that mean is really who I think it was on the carry then? No, it was Ray Davis. Trubisky in shotgun, back to his right. Going to look to throw in 2nd and 14. Quick pass, left side going to be caught by Curtis Samuel for a gain of about 2. 3rd and 12 coming up. We really got a Trubisky sighting. Crazy. Wait, does that mean we'll get a Josh Johnson sighting for Baltimore then? All right, 3rd and 12. Just under 6 minutes to play. Trubisky in shotgun. Back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Dropping back, looking to throw. Rolling out to his right. Gonna pass it right side. And incomplete. Nearly picked off again. Or nearly picked off. And 4th and 12. Buffalo will send this one away. Oh man, oh man. Through the hands. Oh, it's twice for this defender. All right, here comes the punting unit backed up into their own end zone here. Punt comes off clean and is going to be returned beginning from the 45. Getting out past the 50 and brought down near the 48-yard line. That's where Baltimore will begin the next drive. Do we see... Come on, give me Josh Johnson. I want to see it. Derrick Henry is still in, but yep, I believe that is Josh Johnson in the game now for Baltimore. Johnson under center, back behind him alongside a fullback. 5.5 to play. Going to hand this off left side, Derrick Henry going to gain about 2 on the play. And now the focus is just let the clock run. Yep, Josh Johnson. You want to talk about quarterbacks who've bounced around a shit ton? Look at Josh Johnson. He has played for like 15 different teams at this point in his 10-year career. Johnson under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to hand this off up the middle with Derrick Henry and going to gain maybe a yard on the play. And yeah, Jim Harbaugh showing off when he was the head coach at the University of San Diego. Oh, and look at that. His head coach, his quarterback at that time was Josh Johnson. 3rd and 7 coming up. Johnson under center, back behind him. 3rd and 7, looking for the plus 39 for a first down. Johnson rolling out to his right, looking to throw, gonna dump it off in the flat to Derrick Henry. Gonna be a completion, but at the line of scrimmage, no gain. Clock continues to run as Baltimore is gonna send out the punting unit. So there are 2 different ways garbage time can work. You have the really exciting, all of a sudden, one team looks like they're gonna come back garbage time, and then you have this. All right, and now to punt this one away. Going to be fair caught at about the... Did he muff it? It bounces out of bounds to about the 2 if that is a muff. But there's a flag down. Most likely it isn't then. Yeah, I saw that. That's all that he passed. It sucks, man. All these actors, man. Fair catch interference on Baltimore is the penalty. To be from the spot of the foul. First down, Buffalo. Yep, there's the fair catch at about the 10. And then he didn't necessarily run into the return man, but the ball did hit it off his arm as it was going down. And they were showing the Ravens' upcoming schedule. Really weird schedule. Now that I'm looking at it. At Cincy, at home for Washington, at Tampa, at Cleveland, and then at home for Denver and Cincy once again. Trubisky going to hand this off, trying to bounce to the right side, now cutting up the middle once again, and fighting forward for extra yardage. Going to gain about 6, maybe 7 on the play. That is Ray Davis on the carry. And there's Buffalo's upcoming schedule. At Houston, at New York, home for Tennessee, at Seattle, home for Miami, and at Indianapolis. And oh man, that's a lot easier of a schedule than I thought it was going to be. Buffalo, Trubisky under center, handoff up the middle, and going to fight forward and gain about 1.5 yards. 2 on the play is Ray Davis. 3rd down coming up. That might have been the last play before the 2-minute warning. As it might just let the clock run here for the 2-minute warning. And we will see what happens there. But Baltimore, a fantastic win in prime time. And yep, that brings us to the 2-minute warning. I'm going to go to a commercial break real quick. Probably won't, I don't who knows with NBC. And then that commercial break, just quickly run down. Commanders demolished Arizona. 82% completion on the season so far for Jaden Daniels. Jeez. Sam Darnold, the first player in NFL history to win first 4 games with team and throw 2+ touchdown passes in each. That is a crazy stat. Colts defeat the Steelers with Joe Flacco playing in for pretty much the final 3 quarters of that game. The Chiefs barely hanged on to beat the Chargers. 10th straight win for the Chiefs. Trubisky under center, handoff, and a bounce out upside, or cutting up the middle is Ray Davis, going to gain enough for the 1st down. No, I expected Tampa to win today. It was a fantastic game. Maybe they. It was a case where I expected them to win. They dominated, and I didn't fully expect that, but I did expect them to win, and they played really well in doing so. Because it's a case where, from what I saw from Tampa last week, I felt like it was the exception for the entire season. Whereas what we've seen from Philly now through 4 weeks, it just feels like they're a really inconsistent team. Handoff up the middle, going to go pretty much nowhere, maybe 1 yard on the play. 2nd down coming up, but there's only 1 minute and 10 to play in this one. Pretty much one more handoff will do it. Maybe again, I wasn't necessarily shocked with Tampa, but I was more so surprised by how poor Philly played. Sirianni is probably he's getting on. His seat is getting hot for Sirianni. Just put it that way. 2nd and 9, 45 seconds to play. Final play in this one. Trubisky under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off for Ray Davis, who's going to gain 2-ish on the play. But yep, that should do it in this one. And there's scuffles happening post play. But the teams are taking the field as well. This one is over from Baltimore. If you want to talk about shocks, did not expect Baltimore to win this game, at least not by this much. Hell of a performance from Baltimore, really fun to watch. And they moved to 2-2 on the season. Not many undefeated teams left now. We're starting to wiggle them out. Yeah, thank you all for tuning in. There's a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow night for when the Dolphins play the Titans. That's going to be a game, all right. Tyler Huntley getting started. We'll see how it goes. But thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.